Hello students, in this session we are going to start with next practical in biology, that is isolation of DNA from given sample. So here we are going to isolate DNA from the banana sample. Yes, so here certain requirements are there to isolate the DNA from this fruit sample, that is one banana medium sized, salt, we need IPA, that is isopropyl alcohol. As we all are doing the experiment at home, so we all have this hand sanitizer in which isopropyl alcohol IPA is there, so we can use this for the practical. Then this liquid soap, you can use any dish wash soap or any liquid soap you can use. So here this is liquid soap. Here normal tap water, you can use distilled water or tap water, this is required. Then we need, you can use any dropper. Yes, we need spoon. Here we are using this spoon for the measurement. Here we need this coffee filter. Yes, and any container, you can take any bowl or any such kind of glass to filter the extract. So these are our requirement. Other than that, we need this Ziploc bag, yes, to make the banana mash. So these are the requirement, and now we are going to start the practical. So these are the requirement, and to extract the DNA from this banana, here certain principle we have to follow, as all the plants here have DNA. Yes, so to isolate DNA from this sample, here it comprises of certain basic steps of disruption of cell wall, cell membrane and nuclear membrane to release DNA into solution, followed by precipitation of DNA and ensuring removal of any kind of contaminating biomolecules. Yes, so let's start with the practical. For that you have to follow all the steps properly. So in the process of DNA extraction, first of all you have to take this medium sized banana. You have to remove the banana skin. Yes, and then put this into this Ziploc bag. Yes, so in this way you have to keep this in this bag. Then what you have to do, we have to make banana mash. For that we need half cup of water. So first of all you can take this distilled water, half cup. So I am taking this half cup of water. So I will put this water into this Ziploc bag. So you can see in this bag you have to put this water. Remove the excess air which is there in the bag and then seal it. Yes, you have to seal it nicely, and then we have to mash the banana inside the bag. So you can see in this way you have to mash it. So here the first step in the process, that is crushing of this banana and making the banana mash. And the cells in the fruit sample, these are separated by this physical mean. Yes, so we can mash it. So what we had done, we had taken just one medium sized banana with half cup of water. We had taken this in Ziploc bag, and then we are making this banana mash. Yes, so you can see this banana mash is ready. You can mash it properly. Yes, So this is our banana mash. Now in this way our banana mash is ready now, and now you can keep it aside. Yes, I am keeping this aside, and now you have to take, yes, one, and you can take any bowl or any cup or glass, any container you have to take, and then in this I had taken this spoon for the measurement. What you have to do, you have to take 1 teaspoon of liquid soap. Yes, this is the liquid soap. So you have to take 1 teaspoon of liquid soap. Yes, along with that you can take this half teaspoon of salt in this. Add half teaspoon of salt. So you have to take proper measurement. Yes, 1 teaspoon of this liquid soap, then half teaspoon of salt, and after that you have to add 2 teaspoon of distilled water. So this is our distilled water. I am taking 2 teaspoon of distilled water. Yes, and now after taking these things you have to stir it gently. So here we had taken 1 teaspoon of liquid soap, half teaspoon of salt, and 2 teaspoon of water, and now you have to stir it well so that the liquid soap and salt should be easily dissolved in this. And then after that we are going to add this mashed banana sample. Yes, that also you have to add here 2 tablespoon. Yes, this is 1, and here 2. You have to take some more. Yes, so here 2 to 3 teaspoon of this banana mash we have to add in this, and then you have to stir it well. You have to mix it well with the salt and soap solution. Stir it well for 10 to 15 minutes. Yes, so here you have to stir it well. Continuously you have to stir for 10 to 15 minutes. So you can see in this mixture we had taken this liquid soap, salt, water, and banana mash. So here you have to stir it well for 15 to 20 minutes. As for this experiment of this isolation of DNA, here in the process, firstly we had done this crushing, and then we had added this detergent and salt. So why we are using detergent here? Yes, why we are giving detergent treatment for this isolation of DNA? So detergent treatment degrade the membrane, phospholipids and proteins and releasing the DNA. Whereas this salt, that is sodium chloride, NaCl. So positively charged sodium ions from the salt shield the negatively charged phosphate groups of the DNA molecules and helping them to precipitate out of the solution. Along with that we are using ice chilled alcohol. Yes, isopropyl alcohol. So why we are giving this cooling effect in this process? So this cooling effect, this slows the breakdown of DNA, yes, which would occur if high temperature was maintained. Whereas this ethanol, isopropyl alcohol, or here we are using alcohol based hand sanitizer. So why it is used? It is used as this hand sanitizer, or we can say alcohol based hand sanitizer. So here ethanol or alcohol, it will precipitate into the upper layer, yes, and at the end of the experiment you will observe that the DNA is the white material in the clear alcohol layer. Yes, so in the alcohol layer easily we can observe the white layer precipitate, or the material that will be DNA. So in this way we have to stir it for 10 to 15 minutes. Almost 5 minutes are done and we have to wait for 10 more minutes. Yes, so now I am back and almost 15 to 20 minutes are done. Yes, and now we have to filter this. So I am using this one container. You can take any bowl or you can take any such kind of glass or cup, and now you have to filter this mixture. So full sample you have to filter this. So I am filtering this mixture. So do it nicely. Yes, so in this way, by using this coffee filter, you can easily filter this, and now we will get nice extract in the cup. So now you can see in this way our filtrate is ready. So here is the filtrate. And now what we have to do, you can take one such kind of test tube if you have. If you don't have test tube, you can take any glass bowl, and I have petri dish. You have this such kind of watch glass also in your dissection box. So we can use any of the thing for the experiment. So now what you have to do, you have to take this ice chilled hand sanitizer in this test tube. Yes, so I am taking this. So here I am taking this ice chilled hand sanitizer or alcohol in this test tube. Yes, almost you have to take half of the test tube. You can see this much. If you are doing at home, you have watch glass, you can take in your watch glass, half filled watch glass, you can take here this alcohol in this. Yes, or in any kind of bowl if you are using, you can take in that also. So anyway you can use it. So here I had taken almost half of the test tube of this alcohol based sanitizer, that is chilled alcohol. Yes, in this. Now what we have to do, you have to take your this filtrate. Here you can see this is our filtrate. We can remove other things. So now this is the filtrate, and what you have to do, you have to take it and you have to pour this filtrate into this test tube, drop by drop from the side of the test tube. You can see, drop by drop you have to add this filtrate of this mixture in this very slowly. Yes, almost equal amount you have to take, like how much alcohol you had taken in the test tube, that much extract also you have to take in the test tube, drop by drop, very slowly. Yes, so here I am adding this. Yes, so with the help of dropper you have to add it slowly in the test tube. Almost equally you have to add how much alcohol you had taken, the same amount of this filtrate of the mixture you have to add in this. Now almost done. Yes, and now what you have to do, you have to leave this, okay, undisturbed for 5 to 6 minutes. So leave it like this. And if you are doing in the watch glass, yes, you are doing in the watch glass, then just wait. Here again I have taken this alcohol in the watch glass also, and in this also you can add half of the filtrate you have to add in this. How much alcohol you had taken, the same amount you have to pour in the watch glass. Yes. Now we have to leave it undisturbed for 5-6 minutes. Yes. And now after 5 minutes you will observe that a layer of alcohol which is floating at the top here in this fruit mixture, which is clearly visible. Here you can see the layer of alcohol is floating at the top. Yes. And now after 5-6 minutes you will observe DNA will be isolated in the form of precipitate at the top of this alcohol. Yes. So here the precipitate will be at the top. So let's wait for 5 minutes. Now almost 5 minutes are done, and now you can see in the test tube here DNA, the precipitate is ready. Yes. So here in the test tube you can see the white material, that is nothing but the DNA. Yes. So here the white material becomes visible, you can see, as a precipitate, and it marks the DNA isolated from the given fruit sample. Here let's watch. Here I can remove this. I will show you. Yes, this is what our DNA from the banana sample. Yes, so this is what DNA. So in this way you can easily isolate this DNA from the banana or from the any other fruit sample like papaya, grapes, onion and all. You have to follow the same step, and easily you can extract the DNA from the sample. So this is what easily you can see the DNA is isolated. In the watch glass also you can easily observe here DNA. Yes, you can see here. It is, you can also separate or isolate DNA in this watch glass also. So in this way we had done with our experiment, that is isolation of DNA from the banana sample. Thank you.